and welcome to another session of life processes. Yes guys, today's session is going to be a very important session for you. In my last video, I have already discussed about how transportation takes place in human beings. There are two ways by which transportation takes place in human beings. Yes, we have discussed in my last video. And what were the two systems? That is your blood circulatory system and your lymphatic system. In the blood circulatory system, who is the hero? Blood. Blood transport things. And in lymphatic system, who is the hero? Lymph. Lymph transports the substances. So today again I am going to discuss about the blood circulatory system in which your heart plays the vital role. Yes guys, today's session is completely about heart. Yes, the working of heart, the structure of heart, the mechanism of heart, how heart pumps blood to each and every part of our body. So let's get started with our heart, human heart. So you can see a beautiful diagram over here. It's the structure of heart. Yes, the diagram of the heart. You can see the orange color over here and blue color over here. Yes, remember first point, the orange colored one denotes for oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood means the blood which carries oxygen. Yes, and the blue one denotes your deoxygenated blood. Means blood carries carbon dioxide. Understood guys? Yes, you can see the diagram. Yes, you can see the diagram very clearly. You can see I have colored orange in some part and I have colored blue in some parts. Yes, so the first thing you remember, the orange colored part denotes your oxygenated blood. What do you mean by oxygenated blood? Means blood carries oxygen. Yes? And the blue colored one denotes your deoxygenated blood. That means the blood carries carbon dioxide. It's an impure blood, the blue one. Yes, orange, what it is? Oxygenated blood, pure blood. And blue one, that is deoxygenated blood that carries carbon dioxide. It is impure blood. Now you can see the diagram clearly over there, orange and blue. So without further delay, let's get started. So at the very beginning, first of all, let me tell something about the structure of the heart. Yes, structure of the heart. The first thing, it is triangular in shape. You can see over here. It appears as triangle in shape. Yes, it is triangular in shape. The heart is triangular in shape, the first point. The second thing, it is the size of the fist. Fist. What is fist? Muthi. Yes. Fist. Muthi. Yes. Whenever you close your palm, you get the size of the fist. The heart has the size of fist. The first point, what you have to write, what you have to note down is, the heart is triangular in shape. It's the size of the fist. And this heart is surrounded by a membrane. Yes, the heart is surrounded by a membrane and that membrane is called as your pericardial membrane. Yes, that is called as your pericardial membrane. Yes, guys, did you get my point? So the first point, it's the size of the fist. It is triangular in appearance. Yes, and heart is surrounded by a membrane. And what is the name of that membrane? The name of that membrane is pericardial membrane. Note down, pericardial membrane. Pericardial. Pericardial membrane. And inside this membrane, what happened? A fluid-like structure is present and that fluid is called pericardial fluid. Yes, heart is surrounded by a membrane. What is the name of that membrane? What is the name of that membrane? Pericardial membrane. What is the name of the membrane which surrounds the heart? Pericardial membrane. What is present inside the membrane? A fluid is present. And what is the name of that fluid? Pericardial fluid, guys. Yes, pericardial fluid. And what is the use of this fluid? It protects the heart from any kind of shock. Yes, it protects the heart from any kind of shock. Done. First point, it's a triangular in shape. It's the size of the face. It is surrounded by a membrane and it is called pericardial membrane. And inside that membrane, a fluid is present. What is the name of that fluid? Pericardial fluid. And what is its use? It protects our heart. It protects our heart from any kind of shock, guys. Yes. Next move. This heart is made up of cardiac muscles. We have read in 9th class the various types of muscles. So the cardiac muscles build up the heart. So heart is made up of cardiac muscles. Understood, children? Heart is made up of your cardiac muscles. Okay. First structure. First you have to write what is the structure of the heart means. It is triangular in shape. It is the size of the fist. The heart is surrounded by a outer membrane and that membrane is called as your pericardial membrane. And inside that membrane what happened? A fluid is present and that fluid is called as your pericardial fluid, which protects our heart from any kind of shock, children. Yes? Now understood what is the structure of the heart? Now you can see the diagram over here. Listen to me very carefully. Heart has got 4 chambers. Yes, heart has got 4 chambers. Upper chamber. Yes, and this one is your lower chamber. Yes, heart has got how many chambers in it? How many rooms in it? Heart has got 4 chambers in it. Upper chambers and lower chambers. Upper chamber is divided into 4 parts. Yes, upper chamber is divided into 2 parts. This one is your right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle. Yes, you got the structure of the heart. Yes, children. Now let's move inside the heart. What is there inside the heart? Heart is divided into 2 parts. Upper part and lower part. Upper chambers and lower chambers. Yes. Upper chambers and lower chambers. Upper chambers are called auricles. The upper part of the heart or the upper chambers of the heart is called auricles. A-U-R-I-C-L-E-S. And the lower chamber is called as your ventricles. V-E-N-T-R-I-C-L-E-S. Yes, the upper part of the heart is called auricle and the lower part of the heart is called as ventricle. Understood? When we are going to move inside the heart is divided into 2 chambers. Upper part, what it is called? Auricles. Upper part is called as auricles and the lower part is called ventricles. The lower chambers are called ventricles. These auricles are further divided into 2 chambers and these ventricles are further divided into 2 chambers. Yes. So auricles, right auricle, this side right auricle and this side left auricle. And this one right ventricle and left ventricle. In the whole, the heart has got 4 chambers in it. How many chambers are there inside the heart? 4 chambers are there inside the heart. First one, right auricle, left auricle. Yes, right auricle, left auricle. Yes or no? When I am standing like this one is the right side of me or not? So here comes the right side of it. Right auricle and left auricle. The lower chambers are called right ventricle and left ventricle. First point clear, children? Yes. How many chambers? First of all, divided into 2. Upper chambers and lower chambers. Upper chamber is divided into two. That is right auricle and left auricle, and right ventricle and left ventricle. So how many chambers are there in total? 4 chambers are there in human heart. How many chambers are there in the heart? 4 chambers are there in the human heart. Your right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Understood? The chambers you have understood. How many chambers are there? 4 chambers. Upper, right auricle, left auricle. Always remember, upper side of the heart is named auricle. Upper chambers are named auricles. And the lower part of the heart is named as ventricles. Auricles up, ventricles low. That auricles are divided into right auricles and left auricles. Here lower one, right ventricles and left ventricles. Now I hope you are clear. Yes, 4 chambers, right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Done? Now, so in this heart, there comes the 4 blood vessels. We have already discussed in my last videos about arteries, about veins, about blood capillaries. Yes or no? Please once again you go and check. Yes, we have already discussed about the arteries, veins and capillaries. What are those? They are the tubes. They act as a pipe in which the blood flows. Yes or no? In arteries, veins and blood capillaries. Yes, blood flows. It acts as a tube. It acts as a pipe to flow the blood inside it. Yes, so we have discussed in my last video. Here also comes 4 types of blood vessels. The name of the 4 blood vessels are, see, superior vena cava. The 4 blood vessels which participates in the mechanism of working of heart are superior vena cava. Yes, write down it. The 4 blood vessels. The 4 blood vessels which takes parts in the mechanism of heart are, first one, superior vena cava. S-U-P-E-R-I-O-R. Superior vena cava. V-E-N-A-C-A-V-A. And it is the largest vein. Superior vena cava is the largest vein. Yes, largest vein. We have discussed what is vein. Vein always carries your deoxygenated blood. We have discussed in my last video. Yes, 4 blood vessels. The first one, superior vena cava, which is the largest vein. Second one, inferior vena cava. The second name of the blood vessel is inferior vena cava. Yes, I-N-F-E-R-I-O-R, inferior vena cava. Yes, the third blood vessel is pulmonary artery. What is the third blood vessel? Pulmonary artery. P-U-L-M-O-N-A-R-Y. Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary means you suddenly in your mind it should strike lungs. It's related to lungs. Pulmonary artery. The fourth one is aorta. The fourth one of blood vessel is aorta, A-O-R-T-A, and this is the largest artery. So which is the largest vein? Superior vena cava. Which is the largest artery? Aorta, not parota. Aorta, A-O-R-T-A. Understood? Yes, once again I am telling you. How many chambers? 4. Right auricle, left auricle. Yes. And your right ventricle, left ventricle. Clear? Now, how many blood vessels participated here? 4. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, pulmonary artery and aorta. Your superior vena cava is the largest vein. Yes, and pulmonary artery is the largest artery. Remember children. Yes. Your superior vena cava is the largest largest vein. And aorta is your largest artery. Understood? Four blood vessels, superior, inferior, pulmonary artery and aorta. They participates in your mechanism of heart. Yes. Next. So, actually, what is the main function of the blood? What is the main function of the blood? Pumping. Yes. Heart is the only organ. Heart is the only organ which pumps blood to our body parts. Yes. Heart is the only organ which pumps blood. Yes, to all the body parts. And what is the mechanism? Simply I will tell you what is the mechanism of heart. What is the working of the heart? Actually what happens now? The impure blood. Yes, the impure blood in the sense, the impure blood, the carbon dioxide containing blood or the waste material containing blood. Yes, the impure blood comes from the body parts. Yes, and enters into the heart. Yes, and a heart sends that impure blood to lungs for purification. And once purification is done, the pure blood again comes to the heart, and again heart pumps that pure blood to the entire body parts. Understood? Once again I will repeat. What is the main mechanism of working of heart? Heart is there. Its function, pumping blood. Yes. Heart, what it will do? It will receive blood. Deoxygenated blood. It will receive the impure blood. First thing, it will receive impure blood from all the body parts. Yes. Then it will send that impure blood to lungs for purification. Yes, it receives the impure blood, send it to lungs for purification, and once purification is done in the lungs, it again the purified or the oxygenated blood comes into the heart, and heart again pumps that oxygenated pure blood to the whole body parts. Understood? Yes or no? Understood? First of all, you have to remember it has got 4 chambers, 4 blood vessels. Yes? What is the mechanism? Deoxygenated blood comes into the heart. Heart takes that impure blood to lungs for purification. After purification, again the heart receives the pure blood, and again that pure blood is pumped to entire body part, and this is the mechanism of the heart. I hope you are understanding the things. Yes. So now let's move on how the impure blood comes into the heart, everything. So another important thing is there. The upper 2 chambers you can see here. Yes, the upper 2 chambers, the right auricle and the left auricle, it always receives blood. Yes, it always receives blood from body parts and lungs. Yes, this right auricle will receive blood from body parts, and this left auricle will receive blood from your lungs. From lungs and from body parts. Yes, and the lower 2 chambers, the right ventricle and the left ventricle, they will pump the blood. Yes, they will pump the blood. These two will pump the blood or transports the blood. This right ventricle will transport or pump the blood to lungs, and the left ventricle will pump the blood to body parts. Don't get confused, guys. Yes, I will repeat, no problem. Once again, I will tell you. Okay, don't get confused. First, triangle in shape, done. Yes, size of a fist, done. Then it is surrounded by a membrane. The name of that membrane is pericardial membrane. Yes, inside that membrane a fluid is present. What is the name of that fluid? Pericardial fluid. It helps the heart to prevent from any kind of shock. Yes, how many chambers? 4 chambers. How many chambers? 4 chambers. Yes, right auricle, left auricle. Remember, right, left. Right auricle, left auricle. And the lower one is called as right ventricle and left ventricle. Understood? Yes. How many blood vessels takes part here? 4 blood vessels. You know the use of blood vessels? They act as pipes or tubes in which blood flow. We have discussed arteries and veins. So, how many blood vessels takes part here? 4. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, pulmonary artery and your aorta. Yes, superior vena cava, which is the largest vein. Yes, and remember, vein always carries the deoxygenated blood. And your pulmonary artery carries your oxygenated blood. Yes, always carries oxygenated blood because arteries always carries oxygenated blood. We know that. But in the case of working of heart, it is reverse. Pulmonary artery carries your deoxygenated blood. It's an exceptional case. Yes, arteries always carries your oxygenated blood. We have read in the last video. But here in working of heart, pulmonary artery carries your impure blood. Note that thing. Pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood. It's an exception here. Yes, 4 blood vessels done. Now, so the upper two chambers, your right auricle and left auricle always receives blood. Yes, always receives blood from body parts or from lungs. The upper part of the heart, the auricles, always receives blood. Understood? Always receives blood. And the lower part of the heart, the lower chambers, your right ventricle and left ventricle, always pumps blood or transports blood to lungs and to body parts. Remember? Upper part, what does it do? It will receive blood. It will receive blood. But the lower part always transports blood. Clear? Okay. Breathing mechanism. What is the breathing mechanism? Heart will receive your deoxygenated or impure blood. Heart will send to lungs for purification. And once it is pure, again heart will receive the pure blood. And again the heart will only pump the pure blood to entire body parts. This is the mechanism of your working of heart. Now let's move on how this process takes place. How impure blood enters and how pure blood is supplied to our body parts. Okay. First of all, what happens? You can see this blue colored one in the top. This is your superior vena cava. I told you the largest vein. Yes, this one is your superior vena cava. See, superior vena cava. Yes, from the superior vena cava, it's a vein. It will carry blood. From where do it will carry blood? From upper parts of the heart. Yes, superior vena cava will carry blood from upper parts of the heart. Remember? Yes. What do the superior vena cava will do? The superior vena cava will receive bloods from the upper part of the heart and enters into the right auricle. Yes, understood? From where do the superior vena cava will take the blood? The superior vena cava will receive the blood from upper part of the heart and enters into the right auricle. Yes, superior upper part of the heart. Superior upper part of the heart, it will receive bloods and enters into the right auricle. In the same way, here you see inferior vena cava. You can see here inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. Yes, in the lower part you see inferior vena cava. This inferior vena cava will receive blood from lower parts of the body. Yes, the inferior vena cava will receive blood from the lower parts of the body and send it to your right auricle. Yes, and send it to right auricle. Yes, both your veins. Superior vena cava from upper part of the heart. Inferior vena cava from lower part of the heart will receive blood and send it to your right auricle. And send it to right auricle. Remember, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava will receive blood from the upper part of the heart and inferior vena cava will receive blood from the lower part of our body, and both of them will send the blood to the right auricle. So in right auricle there is full of blood now. Which type of blood? Deoxygenated blood, impure blood. Yes. So, superior vena cava will carry the impure blood and your inferior vena cava will also carry the impure blood. Hence, the right auricle is now full of impure blood, and hence what happened? A pressure will be created. Yes, it's full of blood. Full of pressure is there. So, the right auricle will get contract. The right auricle will contract. The right auricle will contract, and here a valve is present. Due to this pressure, here a valve is present. Valve. This is this type of structure. Valve. A valve is present in between your right auricle and right ventricle. A valve is present between right auricle and right ventricle. Valve is just like this. And what is the name of that valve? Tricuspid valve. Yes, a valve is present in between your right auricle and right ventricle, and the name of that valve is your tricuspid valve. What is the name of that valve? Tricuspid valve. What is the name of that valve? Tricuspid valve. And where it is present? It is present between your right auricle and your right ventricle. So now, full of impure blood is there in your right auricle. Definitely pressure will be more. The right auricle will contract. Once pressure will be more now, this valve, this tricuspid valve will open. Yes, and all the impure blood from the right auricle will enter into your right ventricle. Understood? Yes? Your right auricle is full of impure blood. Pressure is there. Contraction takes place. Once contraction takes place and pressure is more, the valve, the tricuspid valve will open and all the impure blood will enter into your right ventricle. All the impure blood will enter into your right ventricle. Understood? Yes or no? Now what happened? It's empty now. No impure blood is there. Pressure is gone now. No contraction takes place now. Relaxation takes place. When relaxation takes place, this valve again closes. This tricuspid valve again closes. Yes. Why does it close? Means it prevents the backward flow of blood. It prevents the backward flow of blood. The valve helps in preventing the backward flow of the blood. Understood? Once again, just listen very, very carefully, guys. Okay? This is the last time I am repeating. Please concentrate. So, superior vena cava. Yes, which is the largest vein? Superior vena cava. It brings the impure blood from the upper parts of the heart. In the same way, your inferior vena cava, it brings the impure blood from the lower part of our body. And where do these impure blood enter? They enter into your right auricle. Yes? The right auricle is filled with impure blood brought by your superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Hence, the pressure becomes more. Right auricle undergoes contraction. When there is pressure and contraction, the tricuspid valve which is present between right auricle and right ventricle will open. And all the impure blood will enter into the right ventricle. Understood? Yes, and when there is relaxation, and automatically the tricuspid valve will close. And when it closes, why it closes means to prevent the backward flow of the blood. What is the use of valve in hearts? It prevents the backward flow of the blood. Note it down. What is the use of valves? It prevents the backward flow of the blood. Which valve is present between your right auricle and right ventricle? Tricuspid valve. Got it? Now let's move on. So here what happened in case of your right ventricle? It's full of impure blood. Now impure blood needs to be purified. It should go to lungs. Yes. So this right ventricle will transport or pump blood. See the direction. Yes. Will pump blood and pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery will carry this impure blood to lungs. Yes. This pulmonary artery will carry this impure blood to lungs for purification. Yes, just now I told you that artery always carries oxygenated blood, but in the case of heart, it's an exceptional case. Artery carries the impure blood in case of heart. Remember that thing, guys. Yes, pulmonary artery carries the impure blood. Yes, understood now? Yes. So when the right ventricle is filled with your impure blood, again here valve is present. Yes. Again a valve is present. Through this valve. Another valve. This is, let it be V1. Let it be V2. Yes. Through this valve V2, it enters and moves through your pulmonary artery to lungs. So what do right ventricle do? Right ventricle pumps the blood through pulmonary artery to lungs for purification. Understood? It's filled with impure blood, guys. Again the same process. Pressure is there. Contraction is there. Here also a valve is present, V2. Yes. And that through that valve and by the help of the artery, pulmonary artery, it enters into lungs for purification. Up to this you understood now? Yes. Now work is going on in lungs. Purification work. Keep it in the mind. Yes. So in lungs what happened? Purification is going on. And once purification is done, the pure blood, yes, or oxygenated blood will enter. The oxygenated blood will enter through pulmonary vein. Yes. The oxygenated blood will enter through your pulmonary vein. Yes, this is an exceptional case I told you. Yes, so oxygenated blood enters through pulmonary vein. Yes, from the lungs and enters into the left auricle. That means left auricle receives oxygenated blood from lungs through pulmonary vein. Pulmonary means itself means lungs. Yes. So left auricles receives blood from lungs, and that too, that is a pure blood through pulmonary veins. Understood? Yes. After purification, when the blood gets purified, the pulmonary veins, yes, the pulmonary veins carries the blood to left auricles. Means left auricles receives the pure blood through pulmonary vein. Again the same process. Left auricle is full with oxygenated blood, full with your pure blood. Pressure is there. Pressure is there. Contraction is there. Same again, a valve is present. A valve is present between your left auricle and your left ventricle. And the name of that valve is bicuspid valve. Yes, and the name of that valve is bicuspid valve. Understood, children? Yes. So left auricle is full of pure blood. Who brought that pure blood? Your pulmonary vein. From where? From lungs. So now the left auricle is full of pure blood. Yes, it's full of pure blood. Pressure becomes high. It goes contraction and the valve And the valve which is present between left auricle and left ventricle, which is called bicuspid valve, opens. And all the pure blood moves into your left ventricle. Yes, all the pure blood moves into your left ventricle. Yes, so left ventricle is full of pure blood. Now, aorta comes forward. Yes, aorta, the largest artery. Yes, and since the left ventricle is full of pure blood, it pumps the pure blood. See the passage. It pumps the pure blood through aorta and send it to different body parts. Understood? Yes or no? So when left auricle full of pure blood, pressure is there, contraction takes place, the bicuspid valve will open and all the pure blood enters into your left ventricle. Yes, and the left ventricle will pump this pure blood through aorta, the largest artery, through aorta to body parts. Yes, through aorta to various body parts, and hence our body receives oxygenated blood, guys. Understood? Yes or no? I think you are understanding the thing what I am speaking here. Yes. This is what the mechanism taking place inside the heart. How heart pumps the blood. Once again, I would like to repeat to make you clear. Yes, first of all, superior vena cava brings impure blood from upper part of the heart. Inferior vena cava brings the impure blood from lower part of our body. And both of the impure blood will enter into right auricles. Where it will come? To right auricle. So pressure becomes more, contraction takes place, a valve, tricuspid valve is present. That tricuspid valve will open and all the impure blood will enter into your right ventricle. Yes, and after the pressure becomes low and relaxation takes place, the tricuspid valve will close. And because of these valves, it prevents the backward flow of the blood. So now the right ventricle is full of impure blood. Yes, so the right ventricle will pump or transport that impure blood by the opening of valve 2 through pulmonary artery to lungs. So impure bloods will transport to your lungs for purification by the help of pulmonary artery. Who carries the impure blood to lungs? Pulmonary artery. From where it takes? Right ventricle. Yes. Now, after purification, the pure blood enters into the left auricle. The pure blood enters into the left auricle through pulmonary vein. And same, pressure becomes more, contraction, valve opens, and the name of that valve is bicuspid valve. And that pure blood after opening the valve enters into your left ventricle. Enters into the left ventricle. And now from the left ventricle pumps this pure blood through aorta. Through aorta to all the body parts. So this is what the working of the heart. How impure blood enters into our blood and how the oxygen-rich blood is supplied to our body parts. Understood, children? Yes. And this can be called as double circulation. Why it is called as double circulation, guys? 2 times the blood travels. Yes or no? Once it carries the deoxygenated blood. In a single cycle, it carries the deoxygenated blood as well as the oxygenated blood. Yes, and hence it can be called as your double circulation. Why it is called as double circulation means blood travels twice in a single cycle. Yes, why it is called as double circulation? Blood travels twice. 2 times the blood travels in a single cycle. One, it carries the deoxygenated blood and another it carries your oxygenated blood. Since the blood travels twice in a single cycle, it is called as your double circulation. Once it carries the oxygenated blood and another cycle it carries your deoxygenated blood. Hence, it is called as your double circulation. Yes. So, in mammals, like human beings and your birds have got 4 chambers. What is the use of these 4 chambers? These 4 chambers helps in preventing the mixing of the blood. Yes, these 4 chambers prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Yes, so we human beings and birds are blessed with 4 chambers. Means there is no possibility of mixing the pure and impure bloods. Yes, crocodile has got 4 chambers. Amphibian has got 3 chambers. Fishes have got only 2 chambers where there is mixing of bloods takes place. Oxygenated and deoxygenated. Hope guys you have understand that fact of mechanism of working of heart. You please once again go through the link and check it repeatedly until you understand it. It will take time, but if you will listen carefully, I am sure that you are going to understand the mechanism of working of heart. Please revise and let me know. Did you understand or not? Okay, bye. See you soon.